Hey, what's up guys? It's Matt here on Juke Gaming's channel. I'm going to be showcasing my deck profile, what I took to ARG Springfield this past weekend. I managed to place second, so I was super happy about that. It was my first ARG top, so, but yeah, I finished fourth after Swiss with a 6-1 record, and then it was top 16. Played out all the way to the finals, and then lost, unfortunately, game 5 to Sky Striker. But yeah, this deck performed very phenomenally. Definitely going to be playing this for the majority of the format. Obviously, this was just the first run of the deck because this was like the first week that the deck was legal. So I thought this was the best choice. But yeah, I'll get straight into it and explain what I played and, you know, certain card choices. 3 Nessie, 3 Jackalope, 3 Tsuchinoko, 1 Chupacabra. All these are self-explanatory. The Chupacabra was just another extender. I didn't like Mothman because I didn't want to give my opponent an extra card. And plus, it's also level 4. Mothman's level 4 too, but, you know, for the reason that I didn't want to give my opponent an extra card if it was discarded. So, yeah, that worked out. For the Orcust portion, 3 Harpor, 2 Nightmare, 2 Symbol, and 1 Stick. I think people should be playing 3 of this card. It's also not bad to draw if you have like the nightmares. When you make the nightmare combo, you usually discard them off as an extra extender. So if they ash like the mermaid, you have this engraved. Same with this. It's not like bad to draw, but obviously if you draw 2, it's terrible. But you know, same reason as this. It's another extender if they ash the mermaid. Symbol. This was really good. I think only people were playing 1 of this card. I think this card was correct to play at 2, which it helped a lot for grinding. This card was nuts. You could just send off Orcust Nightmare, especially like on your turn, like when you have the chance to go to battle phase, like you could give your monster extra 800 attack boost. So like usually you would target Rusty once you have it on board, so it would be like 2900. So yeah, card was really good. For normal summons, 3 Connector, Dolphin, Dark Greffer, Armageddonite. So going forward, I think this card is just standard, like, you know, to like rip hand traps, look at your opponent's hand, like gain that free knowledge. Dark Greffer, Armageddon. I didn't play Sky Blaster. These acted as like better normal summons and also extenders too, because like, they can send Harpor and then like continue your play. Like I said, the mermaid is usually easily stopped by like hand traps. So like you want like another way to keep doing your combo. So these guys worked out. Plus this interacts with like the big guys like the Orcust Nightmare, the World Wand, and like the Danger Nessie. So yeah, that was the normal summons. For the Phantom Knights, these are, I don't think the 2/2 is very standard. I think people are mostly playing the 1/1, but these were like super good. Because you also want to grind too. Because in the main deck I played 3 Fogblade, which was super phenomenal. Like this isn't a bad extender either. Like especially if you open these 2, it's really not that bad. And then like you would still have the PK link in the to send the other ones just to set more the Phantom Knight traps. That was okay. 2 Destrudo. I probably should have played a 3rd. This was just good, and also like this was good to do the turn 1 Boral Savage play, which I played in the extra deck. But yeah, I'll probably play a 3rd one. No Merrimer, because that card is super horrible to draw, and that's just not what I want. 3 Ash Blossom. This was just the most versatile hand trap to play. Even if you're playing Danger, it's like, you know, I just wanted something else to like stop my opponent. Like I said, very versatile hand trap. For the spell cards, 3 Twin Twister and 3 Call by the Grave. So I didn't play the Trickstar engine. This came in last minute for that, because I wanted to stop the Mystic Mind X Striker, and it worked out in my favor because that's what I ended up playing. Especially with the Striker deck playing Mystic Mind, like this was such a huge help. The reason I didn't play the Trickstars in the first place because the Thunder Dragon, that was another thing. The Light Stage, Candina, they all search, and they're kind of just horrible. Like, and this like interacts with like the other cards in your deck that you could like get rid of, like the extra Harpors in your hand, the Orcust Nightmares, like also triggers the dangers. So that was just really good. Rhoda, Foolish, and Babbled. These are staples for the deck. No explanation there. For the traps, 3-5 blade. This card was insane. I wouldn't change this. This was like super amazing. Like everything you want in a card, like extender, fiendish chain, like all that stuff. The shade breakdown for extender, and also you do it for the synchro play with Destrudo and Orcust Crescendo. You don't even need to play more than one in this card. Like that's just, I don't know, you don't even need it. Like most of the time you would just set it off Galatea on your opponent's end phase, and then you would just have the counter trap to interact on their turn, on your turn. But yeah, for the extra deck, 3 Galatea. Yes, I know 2 are ulti, 1 super, but I will be getting the 3rd ulti soon. I went into 3 almost every time. It was just the most versatile one because it's also linked 2. So like you also, like if you put like 2 more monsters on the board, you can make the link 4s like Boral Sword, which I made several times. So this card was amazing. Next, Double Dinkirsu. I would have not played this deck if it weren't for this. This card is phenomenal. It's literally insane. It's like, you know, interruption, you protect stuff, especially like, and you just overlay on top of like an Orcust like monster. Like that's insane. It's like this card is really, really, really good. For the Nightmares, Double Mermaid. This came up because like usually the first mermaid gets stopped, and then like later in the game you just combo off again. Nightmare, Cerberus, and Phoenix, and the 1 unicorn. I didn't really make this card. Oh, another thing to mention is I didn't play Longirsu. It never really came up for me. Like I said, Galatea was just the most versatile one that you like burn through. Like this has a better chance of coming up than Longirsu. But after the event, I'm probably gonna cut this card because I barely made this too. Like you always make these, like you always go through them. The bread and butter of the deck, like this card's nuts. Literally sets 2 Fogblade. If like you send the Silent Boots and you set one and then you search the other one, so like this card's nuts. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets banned in the future. Link 4s, Boral Sword, and Borload. Yeah, they're just really, really, really good. Like there's nothing I wouldn't change about that. Like I said, I made this several times to OTK my opponent. Boral Savage Dragon. Okay, so I made this card 4 times in the tournament. And those 4 times, never lost a game. This card is nuts. Like it's really hard to play around like double Fogblade, this interruption, like this card. Like it was MVP. And for the last card was Breaksword. Another MVP because he like saved my ass a couple of times. But like he also interacts with like the other level 3s in your deck. And obviously the PK link, so you can get like 2 extra pops. So I don't know. I don't know. I'll see how the format changes, and like because there's still more cards I want to play because this was just the first run of the deck. That was the extra deck. For the side deck, it was okay. There would definitely be a lot of changes I would make. 3 Phantasme. Didn't see it as much, but I'll still continue to play it. Like you just want to see it against Striker. I don't think you want to see it against the Orcust deck, because like against the Orcust deck, if you drop the Phantasme and they continue to combo, they could just chain block and get rid of this because they go PK link target this and then Orcust Dinkirsu to attach. So once they do the attach effect, they just pop this right away. So that's why I wouldn't probably side it for the mirror. 3 Lancia for the mirror. This is just a versatile hand trap for the format now because, you know, Orcust is a thing and it will continue to be a thing for the remainder of the format. So yeah. 2 Pranker Tops. Probably should have played a 3rd. This card was really good. It helped me win against Strikers. 2 Chalice, 2 Ghost Spell. I probably would have played a 3rd of that one, or that just playing permanents. I have the cards, but I wanted to play Chalice. Just because, like, if you have the monsters on the board, like, you could just surpass that. So the main reason behind these cards were to stop cards, like, mostly to prevent Dweller. Okay, so, like, this will obviously prevent her. This also prevents from making the Dweller, especially against Sound Great, because they have the Jaguar for the level 4. It also stops the... This is really good in the mirror, because, like, you could stop the symbol play mid-combo when they're doing it. And, yeah, they're just stuck there. Also stops Callback Grave, very versatile hand trap. But yeah, that was like the point of these cards, like just to prevent Dweller. Obviously, you want to also stop Vanity's Fusion and like cards like the True King VFD. Like you obviously just lose those cards. True Red Reboot. This was for like the Mystic Mind burn decks. There were surprisingly a lot of Ultrageist and Draco, so like this was kind of relevant. Last card in pre-order. I ripped this a few times. Card's unfair, but you know you need something to beat Striker and like the other cards that use stacks. Excuse me, spell cards. But yeah, that was the deck. Like I said, second place. I was really happy with that. Any changes I would make? Definitely the side deck. I would definitely try to put anti-spell because pendulums are also on the rise. So I also want to beat that matchup. Probably change the extra deck up or two. But like I said, moving forward, I'll definitely make changes. So that was the deck. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to Juke Gaming. And I'll see you guys later.